everyone, and welcome back. It's Thursday. You're watching the Kaiser Report. I'm John, and I'm coming to you today to talk to you about a few things that are floating around all over the internet, YouTube, Rumble, X, every place, about the fix being in that they're going to run Kamala Harris from the basement as they did with Joe, so she does not have to answer to any questions being hit at her by media outlets, which we all know now. The media outlets are completely in sync and in line with the Democratic Party for re-election and other things.
What?
That, along with some of the disturbing things that come out, like, and none of this is verified, but supposedly I read this morning on a YouTube notification that came through that a whistleblower at the FBI has now said that that they had approved an attempt at Donald Trump's life, and that in the next 30 days there will be another one. My God, we have a problem in this country. We're not going to have a country left if this keeps up, and I don't know how we can mentally survive without sleep worrying about this stuff for the next 6 months or 5.5 months. I guess we're into August now. There's some primary voting things going on here in Tennessee today, so I will be out to cast my vote for the local Senate race that's going on for the State House and school boards and things of that in those areas. So check with your state and make sure that there's no voting going on anywhere that you should be part of. I'm extremely worried about the setups that they're trying to trap both Donald Trump into and RFK Jr. into, and going to things that they should not go to. He was told yesterday to come to talk to the Association of Black Journalists, and he showed up. He was told that Kamala Harris would be there and they would have a tete-a-tete there. They were loaded with questions that were not a nice greeting for him. They made him wait over 30 minutes plus to get out on stage, and then they gave him a bad sound system so he couldn't hear the questions from the other two that were there. It was the ABC reporter up front that waylaid him right out of the box. I think he answered it well. He could have put a little bit more thought into the rest of the talk, but thank goodness that the woman from Fox was there and kind of saved the day with regard to asking some normal questions, not gotcha questions. They're loaded for bear with gotcha questions for both of these candidates, but nothing for Kamala.
Oh, snap.
Judge Joe Brown has been out and very active on this network and some other networks telling what he knows about Kamala. But let me just say this to you all, and listen carefully. Whether she is Indian, Jamaican, black, white, or indifferent, it makes no difference. It should make no difference in your voting capability, in how you think about it. I want you all to listen to me now. Focus on her achievements in the positions that she has garnered throughout her professional life in politics and in the justice system in California and as vice president. This is what you need to understand, that this is what this country will or will not survive on. The expertise of the person coming in to sit in the office, whether it be one of the 3 or 4 that are running or not will be the people's choice. Hopefully they won't have some sort of a cheat going. We don't know. We've seen it in the past. And whether or not they're going to hide her in a basement and keep her from answering questions about her history is another thing. But we all have, for the last 3.5 years, been able to see and understand that Joe Biden's dementia was obviously evident to her, and she lied to us for 3.5 years. And for 3.5 years, whether she was border czar or put in charge of Mayorkas about the border or asked to check into the border, it makes no difference. We all know what happened at the border. It was not fixed, it was not controlled, and it was out of hand. We all know that she wants to and had wanted to defund the police. We know that she wanted to do away with ISIS, which was border control. Part of it. And we know that she has a lackluster history as an AG in the state of California, and an even worse as a prosecutor in San Francisco. These are things that we cannot let the media erase from our forefront and our minds because they like Kamala. The media is corrupt. The media has been compromised in this country, and you need to realize that. Now it is time for all men and women in this country to get together and think hard about what you know and what you saw, not what somebody tells you that you should know or what someone tells you that you did see or didn't see. We're all cognizant of, in this country, of what we have witnessed since George Bush W. or before. What you have now running for office is a chance. You have a chance to bring this country back to the Reagan-esque type environment, which will be good for the economy. It will be good for the individual. It will be good for the middle class. Don't pay any attention of them telling you about that it's only good for rich people. It's not. This is not the truth. The media has been lying to you for the last 4 years. Actually, before. When Trump was in office, they lied through their teeth, and so did most of the sitting Democratic senators and congressmen that impeached him twice for no reason at all and did not succeed. Herein lies the massive hate that goes out against the candidate that is running again. Let's look at his track record as president and make informed decisions. Do not listen to talking heads on a TV that know nothing, but they believe. They really, really believe that they are so much smarter than all of us. They're not. In fact, most of them are not smarter than a dog. And that's the truth. You have actors that sit in front of a microphone like this every day, looking at a script that's on a teleprompter before them, and they're telling you what you should believe, what you should know, whether it's a lie or not. And they know when they're reading it, it's a lie. But they get paid the big dollars to sit and convince you that you're stupid. You're not stupid. God didn't make us stupid. We all have a discerning mind that we can determine what we know and which way to vote and what we need for our families to survive and what we need for our republic to survive. And right now, I have to tell you, the Democrats have done a pretty poor job since the Civil War at trying to do anything for minorities or immigrants or anything for the middle class in this country. Look at our automobile industry. We were once, so strong in the automobile industry. They've destroyed it. Yes, the unions are good. The unions have problems, and the unions are probably going to be a necessity from here on in. But the unions cannot politicize their entire union to align with one party or another. They need to be bipartisan. They're not right now. They're leaning to the left and leaning hard to the people who are destroying their very industry. And then they'll say, well, we don't have any jobs. All the jobs went overseas. We need to bring those back. And we have somebody running right now that can do that. He's exercised that right before and did it. Every campaign promise the man made in the past, he took care of. Against them trying to stop him at every minute of the day. The fake lawsuits, the weaponization of the Justice Department, the weaponization of the federal judgeships that were put in, starting with Obama. And now look at the cut of the jib that they're putting up in these hearings right now for federal judgeships. If you got any further left, you'd be driving a NASCAR. It's not a good situation that we're looking at right now. And it isn't about being Indian, black, white, yellow, purple, or anything like that. Don't let them convince you that it is. Whether or not she has a black history, that's up to her to either run on or not run on, and who gives a darn? I don't care. And we should not care about this. And Donald Trump, if you're listening, you shouldn't care either. Run on accomplishments and records. If you put her records up, the true records, not the ones the press will whitewash over and give you, you'll quickly see that it is fantasy. This woman came out of nowhere without one damn vote and is running for president. And when there was a problem with Israel, with the bombing yesterday, she comes in, she stopped at an airport, and they're interviewing her like she's the president. Where in the hell is Joe Biden? Why hasn't he spoken about this yet? Now they announced this morning from Karine Jean-Pierre is saying that he's very active. Well, where is he active? In the bathroom? And now they're saying, well, he's planning his big European trip at the end of... What? How much more can you embarrass us, Joe? No one sees him. No one hears from him. And she's running around acting like she's already president, with no ability to do it, in my estimation. Nor has she been elected to do anything. So that's my rant for today. Please pray every day for the salvation and the reclamation of this republic we call the United States of America. It's in jeopardy right now. Jesus Christ and the Lord God in this country are in jeopardy of being lost, with all of the whirlwind being whipped up by a satanic media. Pray and pray hard every day that we all make the right decision come November, and we all look out that they're not going to get away with something while we watch. We let that happen in 2020, and we should never let that happen again. We have to be vigilant, and when you're out and about in this country right now, which is in a very dangerous situation, keep all of your wits about you, know where you are at all times, and know who is surrounding you. We have 17 to 20 million illegal aliens in this country, some with very, very bad intent, and they're hijacking cars, they're killing people, and they're picking shopping malls to do it in. So please be careful, even at the supermarket. Know your surroundings. Know who is near you at all times. And with that, I'm going to go vote for my local Senate choices and Republican choices not Republican choices, but choices for the state Senate and House. So if you have that going on in your neighborhood, and remember, the school boards are important. Don't just hit the button if there's no one else there running against that person. Look for the write-ins, because the write-in could be your choice. It's going to be in mine, for sure. God bless you all. I pray for you all every day. I pray for this great country of ours, and I pray that you all will survive this and make the right decisions. Please pray for us here at the Kaiser Report, that we can report to you what we know is the truth, and always with integrity. God bless you, and I'm going to say bye-bye now. Have a great, great Thursday.